probably all wondering why I've given you these pieces of paper, and it's because I'd like to talk today about how to create an origami paper crane. Before we start, I want you to keep in mind that you should have, when you make your folds, you should keep all your edges as close together as possible, as lined up as best as possible, and keep all your folds as tightly creased as you can. Otherwise, you're going to have trouble later on doing the more complicated folds. So, if you're ready, let's get started. First step, you're going to put two diagonal folds. Take your square, put two diagonal folds, making a triangle, and then you're going to end up with a big X in the middle. Now again, make sure that all these edges are lined up, because otherwise we're just going to have a lot of trouble later. And once you're done with that, we're going to do, as they say in kindergarten, you're going to do a hot dog style fold here. And you're going to fold opposite these folds. Just fold up and make a rectangle. And you're going to do that both ways. Now, when they first started, paper folding started in Japan, and at the time they had limited paper reserves, so it was limited mostly to the richer part of society that had the money to pay for paper to use for paper folding. So they used it for giving out gifts or just decorations or good luck token. And it said that it's Japanese folklore that if you make 1,000 cranes, you be granted one wish. So I haven't tried that, so I can't vouch for that. So the next step, we're going to pinch right here at the bottom, and actually put your fingers inside here, and pinch at the bottom here. And you're going to bring these 4 points up to meet each other. This is the first kind of complicated fold here. You're going to make like an arrowhead, almost. It's a difficult fold, but once you do that, you're going to flatten it down. It doesn't matter which way, just flatten it down. You see how this is open here at the bottom? You want to make sure that that stays at the bottom and you have a solid point up here on the top. Now, the next step, you're going to take this corner here, and you're going to fold it in to look, it's going to start looking like a kite almost. Fold it into that center crease. And you're going to do that with both of these flaps. And once, if any of you are folding faster than I am, you can do that same step on the other side. That's good. See, you got a kite here, or half of a kite. Now, do the same step. Yeah, okay, you guys are way ahead of me.
I'm not sure how to do this.
Okay. Now, see? Now take this top triangle, and you're going to want to fold it over, like so. You see, so that it's flat up here on the top. Fold it over, and then fold it back the other way. And make sure that you do these creases tightly so that it'll make everything a lot easier later on. Now, this is the trickiest part, I'd say. You want to keep this triangle, this top triangle, you want to keep it, you don't want to pull it apart. And you want to pull this open, almost like a jaw. And you're going to turn it around so that it makes like a canoe. It looks like a canoe to me. And once you've gotten that, you can flatten that out and it'll look like a diamond. Yeah, this is the hardest part. So and you're going to do that same thing on the other side. You get to do it twice. It's that much fun. Now, once you're done with that, you should have a triangle with legs. You're going to take that and turn it forward and open it up like a book. So we went from that, and then open that up, and open the other side up. And you should have coyote. Now, we're going to take, remember that fold we did earlier where we pulled it into the center? We're going to do the same thing here. Keep these open points up here, fold it into the center, just like so.
All the way up into the ears?
Yeah, it'll go up a little bit into the coyote's ears there. And you're going to end up with a little baby coyote here. And now once you've completed that, you're going to take the little nose of the coyote and pull it upward on both sides. And we're almost to the last couple steps here. I'm going to turn it forward again and open it up like we did before. And we're almost at the shape of the body. Now, you're going to want to pinch down here on the bottom and pull out what's going to be the head and tail of your crane. And then you can bend down the wings. You want to fold down the wings so that they sit nicely. And then, second to last step, you want to put your fingers in here at the bottom and hold firmly here and just slowly pull out the body here. If you did the folds right, it won't fall apart. And now to finish it off, you're going to put your finger here in the throat and bend the head down. Kind of pinch it. So now you have a swan. Or a crane, sorry. I find myself doing this when I'm bored or just to kill time, or it requires just that little bit of concentration, so it takes your mind off of the little things in your periphery. So it's really therapeutic sometimes if you've got it memorized. So it's a good little trick for your significant other that might be impressed by that. So I hope you take that with you and enjoy. Anybody have any questions?
You said what country did it start in?
Japan.
How long have you been doing origami?
Maybe, well, this is the only one I know. So
Oh, okay.
I've known how to do this for about 5 years, maybe.
So how many have you made? Not 1,000 yet? No
maybe
pressure.
1,000. I don't know, but sometimes I just do them just subconsciously, well, not subconsciously, but,
Yeah.
but, all right. Thanks,
Dan?
guys.